Okay, question 2. An agricultural college tested the fruit yield from 2 different varieties of trees. They conducted the test for 3 years. Tree A produced 225 kilograms of fruit in its first year, but the weight was reduced by 1/3 of the previous yield for each of the next 2 years. Perhaps before I go on reading this question, I'll just highlight the sort of key information here. Okay, so obviously tree A produced 225 kilograms of fruit in its first year. Okay, but that weight was then reduced by 1/3 of the previous yield for the next 2 years. Okay, of course, at the top here it did say that the test was conducted for 3 years, wasn't it? So we're told how much was produced in the first year, and then we're told in the next 2 years 1/3 the weight was reduced by 1/3. Tree B produced 200 kilograms in its first year, but the weight was reduced by 20% of the previous yield for the next 2 years. Okay, so 20% then again reduced by the next 2 years. Showing all your calculations, find which tree produced the most fruit in the third year. Okay, so again we need to look carefully at what they want. Find the tree which produced the most fruit in the third year. Okay, and of course there's a bit more. It says and by how many kilograms. Okay, so if we focus on tree A to start with, okay, and what I would do is quite simply highlight what I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on tree A to start with, okay, and we're going to see how much fruit it produces in its third year. So in its first year, we are told that it produces 225 kilograms. Okay, we know that it's stated quite clearly here. That's what we've got in its first year. The weight was reduced by 1/3. Okay, so it went down by 1/3. Of course, we need to work out what 1/3 is. So 1/3 of 225. Okay, that's what we need to work out here. 1/3 of 225. The easiest way to do this, of course, is simply to divide. 1/3 just means to divide by 3. Okay, so we have 225, and we just need to divide that by 3, and we have 75. Okay. So given that it was reduced by 1/3, in the second year, the total now is not going to be 225. It's going to be 1/3 less than this. So we need to take away 1/3. So we need to take away 75, and we get the yield then for the second year. So 225, take away 75, goes 150 kilograms. So that's the second year. Go back to this statement. The weight is reduced by 1/3 of the previous yield for each of the next 2 years. When it comes to calculating the reduction for the third year, okay, we need to bear in mind now that we're working out 1/3 of the previous yield. Okay, so this time it'll be 1/3 of what was produced last year. So in year 2, 150 kilograms was produced, so it'll be 1/3 of 150. Okay, that's what we need to take away. On my calculator, to work out 1/3 of 150, I just divide by 3, and I get 50. Okay, so in the third year, it'll be 1/3 less than the second year. So we're going to take away 50 from 150. We get 100 kilograms. Okay, so that's your tree A. That's how much is produced in the third year. Tree B, so I'll have that information on this side. First year, we're told 200 kilograms. But the weight was reduced by 20% of the previous yield for each of the next 2 years. So we now need to work out what 20% of 200 is. Okay. That, of course, on my calculator would be 0.2. Okay, that's what 20% is. 0.2 times 200. And we get 40 kilograms. So in the second year, we will have 200 less 40, which will give us a yield of 160 kilograms. Okay, so we need to go again. Of course, it's going to be 20% of the previous yield again, so we're going to need to work out now 20% of 160 this time. So 0.2 times 160. You get 32 kilograms. So in the third year, we'd have 32 kilograms less than the previous yield. So it'll be 160, take away 32. And this works out to be 128 kilograms. So there you go. We've got tree B actually producing more fruit in the third year. So we can say that tree B produces more fruit. And we need to show the amount, don't forget. It said by how many kilograms. So the difference is 28. And tree B. And tree A, rather. Okay?